Where's the lighter? Oh, it's funny. What's this?
We have our own today. Even though this is yours, I found it in here.
Yeah, I know, it's fine. Those are the ones I get free with the cartons.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
These are the
so you stole my lighter.
The mini grill lighter? Well, I technically found it.
It took me a second for me to process that. You stole my lighter.
Technically found it. Borrowing it, I would say.
Right.
It's not stolen until I leave the door with it. That's when you can charge me with it. We'll see how the night goes.
It's crazy how I thought I went up to you this time, but you literally have my lighter in your hand already.
You can't beat the tricks, bro. You can never beat it.
Welcome to episode 14 of the Scaling Up podcast. I think I might be stuck talking like this.
Wait, who the fuck are you? What happened to Eric?
My name is Sir.
Who?
Sir, I introduced myself.
Yeah, I met you at the expo last weekend.
The LA Fit Expo.
Oh, that's right. Good to see you again, sir.
So, I think I'm just stuck talking like this. I actually think like this now.
Bro, that shit would drive me crazy.
No, so, yeah, I was legit talking like this for multiple days straight. You were starting just like to say some shit. Like,
it's honestly like really addicting. I'm not good at accents, but...
No, I sucked at it at first, and that's the thing. So, like, Friday night before the expo, D-Bob is, like, giggling. He's like, oh, this is going to be so funny. People are going to be like, oh, nice fake accent. And I don't know if he said that to purposely piss me off or he somehow thought that's what I want. But that just lit a fire under me. I'm like, oh, hell no. Like, I'm looking up YouTube videos right now how to sound more British. And I just start, oh, fuck yeah, it's crazy. There's, like, speech teachers who teach like British English. And after watching like a 5-minute video, I got like considerably better. But from then on, I just spoke British the whole weekend. Yeah. And then D-Bob, I mean, shout out to fucking D-Bob, like just a team player. Like he spoke British with me
the whole weekend.
Yeah. Like who the fuck else would do that?
Well, D-Bob said he already speaks like that sometimes. And I honestly do recall him randomly speaking like that sometimes, now that I think about it.
Well, shit, now he's gotten way better at it. Yeah. And yeah, like I'm not even joking. Like I would be going to bed sleeping and I'm thinking thoughts in that accent.
That's crazy. That's like torture at that point.
No, but I feel like maybe that's what I got to do normally to just get better. The problem with characters like Chester, where I have to talk in this goddamn voice, like it actually like hurts my throat to do it for too long. Yeah. But like the UK accent, it's basically my same tone of voice, just different accent. So. Yeah. I went a bit off topic there, but episode 14, Scaling Up Podcast, we read $5 and up. Super thanks at the end of every episode. There's going to be a graphic thingy that explains how to do it. There's a button that says $thanks. And subscribe to the podcast. If you're watching this and you're not yet subscribed, then what are you doing? Why are you watching this if you're not even subscribed?
Subscribe to the motherfucking podcast.
And yeah, as you can see, I do look a little bit different. You might have noticed. That's because the LA Fit Expo was this past weekend, and I don't want to give away too much of what happened with my experience because my video is still coming out next Monday. And yeah, for me, like I said in my vlog, if you guys haven't seen it, this was super last second, like dead ass. As of like 2 weeks ago, I wasn't even planning on going, but somebody literally came out to me and told me there's this crazy lineup at the expo this year. So this ended up being my Arnold this year. I actually am not going to the Arnold. Yep. Like I was telling people, I would never go, but saying in a way where it seems like I might go. Well, like I'm actually not going to the Arnold. That was my Arnold. So if you guys are waiting for the Big Wayne People video, that's going to be out on Monday. But with that being said, it was super last second for me. For you, it was not. Your plan was always to go, right?
Yep. My plan was to go for one specific reason, and that was to call out Big Boy Strength Cartel to a boxing match.
Yeah, so you've been wanting to call him out for a while.
Yeah.
And you were actually going to call him out on the podcast. Mm-hmm. And I told you, like, no, the expo's coming up. Just go do it in person. Right. That'll be way more impactful.
Exactly. So now he knows who I am. And, I did it. I did what I said I was going to do. I called him out. So, yeah, hopefully this shit blows up, man, because I honestly really want to box him. I think I would beat his ass. He looks too fucking slow. He's too cocky. He thinks he can fight, and I think I'll put them hands on his ass straight up. So I'm ready for this shit, man. We got to make it happen. Let's make this shit blow up. Go to my last video if you haven't seen it yet. That's where I called him out. It's already posted. And, yeah, take the video. Feel free to post it on your platforms, wherever you want. Tag him. Yeah, clip it up, post it on every platform. And, yeah, hopefully we can talk to some fight promoters and actually get a legit offer and make this happen.
So People might not realize this, especially the shorts viewers who might think you're just fucking around when you challenge them to a boxing match. Like, no, you're dead ass. You want this fight to happen more than, I don't know, more than anything, but more than anybody. Like, you actually want this fight to happen. Like, you're super serious. You've been looking for an opponent. Big Boy would be the perfect opponent. I mean, shit, with his history with me, with John Bravo, with Joey Stacks, I mean, this writes itself.
Yeah, and it would just be a really interesting fight. He's, really big, about fucking 300 pounds. I'm taller than him. I'm leaner. So it's a good matchup. We're kind of opposites. I feel like people like to watch shit like that. Like, who would win, the tall, skinnier guy or the short fucking giant guy? So I think it would be a great fight.
And you're a skinnier guy, but you're not skinny. You're 220 pounds.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm not a small person.
Yeah, that's also what a lot of people don't realize. Somebody commented that, it would be different weight classes. No, it would be the same weight class. I'm pretty sure you're both heavyweights at that point.
The way heavyweight is, I'm pretty sure it's anything above 205 is considered heavyweight.
Yeah.
So you can fight at 210 and you can fight somebody who's 300 pounds. That's just the way it is. Most likely the 210 guy is going to be like taller. That's just the way it is. You got short, fat people. But
yeah, so if it wasn't already abundantly clear, Tanner is actually 100% serious. Like, this is not just like I was going to go up to Big Boy to, just troll him, ask his height and weight. Actually, I wanted to ask Big Joe his height and weight, but Big Joe wasn't there. Where was Big Joe?
Yeah.
I don't know. We're going to talk about that in a sec. But yeah, obviously I wasn't there to try to fight anybody. But like, you're actually serious about wanting a fight to happen.
Yeah, and I feel like
they didn't let me go up to Big Boy, by the way. That was super. Like, he spotted me.
Yeah.
Big Boy is like one of
that part, but I did. Because it was pretty funny, the conversation with the security.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's on my video. I don't know if you're going to post it, but...
I mean, I'll post some of it,
yeah.
But it was like that. Since you already posted it, that's the only reason I'm talking about that part. But yeah, security just would not let me go up to him, and Big Boy, he spotted me from a while away.
And I feel like most people that call Big Boy out are just looking for a big payday. That's not me, bro. I'm looking for a fight. I'm looking to actually start doing this shit. Not just Big Boy, but I want to move on to other people too. I actually want to make this a thing. I actually really want to start boxing some YouTubers, and I think it would just be hella entertaining. It would be fun. It's something that I actually enjoy doing. So
yeah, you're actually all about this.
Yeah.
So my question is, why the fuck is it so difficult to make this happen? I mean, maybe Big Boy didn't realize you were serious. Now he does. Okay. Promoters know you're serious. Why is it so hard to find a promoter to make this happen? First, let's start with the promoters before we talk about Big Boy. All these promoters throw hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars at all these skinny little kid streamers. Some of them, I understand the ones with the big names, but on the Misfits cards, there's some straight bums fighting who have way less of a following than both of us.
Yeah.
So does no fight promoter see the value in two legit monsters going at it?
Yeah.
So,
it's going to be, I don't think people realize how good of a fight it's going to be, and just, it ain't going to be no fucking, not to talk shit about Misfits. I would love to fight on Misfits, but some of you guys' fights on there suck, bro. I'm not entertained by them. I'm like, you guys put some random motherfuckers that don't have no experience whatsoever, and it's just not entertaining. So why not get somebody like me and somebody like Big Boy? I'm sure Big Boy wants a big payday, and hey, I wouldn't mind one either. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm not in it for the money. I'm in it to fight. So let's fucking do this shit. Let's make it happen.
So, yeah, to the promoters, give Big Boy what he wants as far as the payday. But do you think it's really just the payday that's holding him back?
Who knows?
Because he told Hugo 2.5 years ago. Hugo went up to him. He told him as a joke, just because you're big doesn't mean you can fight. When are you actually gonna fight? Big Boy told him to stay tuned. Well, we've been staying tuned, dog. How many more? 2.5 more years? 20 more years? Is the fight actually going to happen?
Come on, dog. Do what you say you're going to do.
Dog, how many years have you been posting this fucking gym boxing footage?
Yeah.
Trying to intimidate people, or is that the only reason?
Show us, bro. Quit being a bitch. Come on, straight up.
And the Strength Cartel and Big Boy went up to Brad Castleberry years ago. I don't know if you saw that video where they all surrounded him. They tried to press him at the expo. They're like, you want to lift fake weights or whatever, step on the platform, dog. Okay, so how's that not the same thing?
Yeah.
How's that not?
I didn't even see that.
How's that not the equivalent of Brad Castleberry not doing a real powerlifting meet, Big Boy not doing a real fight?
Yeah, at this point, you're faking it. You're faking that. Nobody knows you actually train, bro. You just post that you train a couple of days and you say you're a badass, but nobody's ever actually seen it, nobody's ever actually seen me fight, but I don't fucking really post about it saying I'm a badass when I'm not going to fight anyone. I'm ready to fight somebody. Give me a fucking opponent. I am ready. Let's go.
Big Boy, in a way, is a badass. He is a great weightlifter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's very strong, which I don't really think, I'm sure most people know at this point, doesn't really make you a better fighter. Maybe in MMA, you can grab somebody and rip them apart. But as far as punching and being a better boxer, I'm not scared of his 1,000-pound deadlift.
No, well, let's give props where props were due. He's a great weightlifter.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much all he is.
Yeah, exactly.
And I guess he's like a soccer mom who takes kickboxing classes on the weekends, like the equivalent, basically. Mm-hmm. So, do you actually want to fight? Because we've got somebody who is like ready to step up.
Let's go.
So if it's a promoter issue, then I don't understand the promoters. Like, because, like, who? Again,
I mean, bro, Big Boy is friends with so many UFC fighters. You don't think he has access to promoters if he really wants to make this shit happen? Like, come on, bro.
Good point. And again, you're not looking for an exorbitant amount of money.
Yeah, exactly. So even if it doesn't work out with my promoter, who I just met, you know, got to kind of meet the guy more to really know if it's even legit or if it's going to work out.
A lot of people cap. We know that.
Exactly. So I'm sure you got connects, Big Boy. I'm sure you got connects to promoters, and you can actually make this happen if you want to. So come on, bro.
So it's just a matter of you really want to then.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't want it to happen, that's fine, because I was telling you, you should. There's so many other people you want to call out. So would you say Mike Van Wyck was your first choice for an opponent? Mm-hmm. And he didn't show up to the Olympia. He didn't do what he said he was going to do. He didn't show up. He didn't punch me in the face. He didn't punch anybody in the face except Jeff Nippert.
Yeah.
You know? Then if Big Boy doesn't want to fight, if he doesn't do what he says he's going to do, then I feel like you should just have a list and just become like a serial call-outer.
Yeah. Should I say who's next on the list or not yet?
Should you say who's next on the list?
I don't really know who for sure is next on the list.
Oh, we know.
I have some people in mind.
No, we know. But you should just surprise them.
I have two people in mind that could be like next.
We've already talked about several. So I think I know who you're talking about, who's next. And I think you should just show up and challenge him in person.
Yeah, but I think he might actually accept it. The guy that we're thinking of.
I don't know if we're thinking about the same person. I feel like this person would pop off on the spot, maybe.
We are thinking of the same person.
Okay, yeah. Okay, we are. So if he does pop off,
but
great.
If I'm saying if there was any money in it, even just like a decent amount, I think he would.
I don't think he would.
No, you don't think so?
Because he said he would rather do MMA. That's his excuse always. Would you do MMA with this person?
I would need. The thing is about MMA fight, I would need a lot more time to train.
Yeah.
Boxing, I can be ready in 3 or 4 months. MMA, I'm gonna need like 12 months, bro, to train, to feel 100% confident.
Okay, no, but
especially in somebody like that.
But I feel like it would be hilarious if you just had a list and you just show up and call the person out. Yeah. They don't accept. Okay, you just check them off.
Yeah, I'm gonna check you off the bitch list.
The bitch list.
I'm gonna move you to the bitch side.
Call it the bitch list.
So there's the list, and then there's the bitch side. I rewrite their name on the bitch side.
Hell yeah, we need to start doing that.
Yeah.
But yeah, until somebody either pops off and you get your cliff, or somebody actually takes it seriously, which is all we're trying to do. Like, we're just trying to organize a legitimate fight for Tanner. Why? Yeah. Like, this is way more complicated than it needs to be, I feel like.
I think we'll find an opponent, though.
I mean, it's not like you're some bum with no following.
Yeah.
And it's, compared to all the little kid streamers, like, who wouldn't want to see you fight? Especially the people you're calling out, the caliber of people.
Maybe for some reason people
You're not Jake Pauling it either and calling out, like, inferior opponents. Like, you're going for, like, the...
Maybe people are like, why does he have this, like, weird confidence? Is he, like, actually a crazy badass?
Well, and, like, guys, we'll find out.
Yeah, I mean, you guys have seen the podcast. Like, I have some fight experience, but I've never fought on a competitive level. So, like, it's not that big of a deal. Like, you know, this is going to be my first time doing a legitimate fight like this.
But we want just that first fight to happen, too, because... You know, once you knock that first opponent out, then I feel like the fights are going to start lining up from there.
That'd be great. Become the next Jake Paul, except for real fights only.
So is that all we have to say about that topic?
Yeah.
Or anything else you want to add?
Just quit being a bitch. I mean, he's already on the bitch list. Well, he's on his way to the bitch list.
Yeah, he's on his way. He didn't say no.
Yeah.
The thing is, too, he might not know how much of a connection you guys really have. Just your friend. Again, you're friends with John Bravo, with Joey Stacks.
I think he knows by now.
Okay.
Because he saw us together at that end of the day and whatever. So he's got to know by now.
He also might have thought that you're just like a Hugo that I sent just to fuck with him.
Yeah.
Which you're not. Like, you were going to go whether I was there or not. I wasn't even planning on going, like we said.
I'm sure he knows by now. Seen my shit. Someone probably showed him, or who knows.
Yeah, so back to, I guess, my side of what's going on. I already said that, I feel like I said earlier on this podcast, that initially the plan was not to go to the LA Fit Expo. I was actually going to go to an international expo, but then when I saw all the big names at the LA Expo, it's like, why am I going to spend $10,000 on travel and make it this whole big production when it's literally like 15 minutes away? That would have just been retarded at that point. So I went with this new look, and outside of the wing people, I got like this one really funny scene as the character. And this character, I wasn't even sure what this character was going to be, but as we kept doing it, like this is going to be one of my funniest characters ever, guys. Like, you guys don't even know. And
it's definitely going to get some good reactions in public, especially.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to do it outside of an expo setting. Because like the trolling part of it outside of the wing people, I got like one banger reaction at the LA Fit Expo. And I feel like that's just gonna, once you guys see that, that's gonna set the tone for what to expect with this character. And yeah, I just keep thinking of all these new, I mean, I was crying, I was in tears. Like talking about ideas with D-Bob after the expo. And then I just keep thinking of new ideas. And then I see myself in the mirror. Every time I look at myself in the mirror. Because like all this shit people say that I look like I should be on the registry or whatever. Like that's kind of what the character is supposed to be. I mean,
so what's your occupation?
I don't know if you call it an occupation.
A hobby? More of a hobby?
One of the things I specialize in, child photography.
Child photography.
Oh man. Yes, you know, I feel like the youth is such an importance phase that needs to be captured properly.
Aren't you also a part-time, what is it, elementary school gym teacher?
Gym teacher.
Yeah, elementary school or what?
Swim teacher, gym teacher.
Swim teacher.
And I do all sorts of photography, although I specialize in child photography.
Would you go up to girls pushing their baby around and say, would you like to hire me for some child photography?
If it's like a little baby who doesn't understand anything, like obviously kids are off limits.
Right.
But like going into like a YMCA and saying I'm there to apply for a job, like I feel like that'll
walk
be hilarious.
in the daycare center and ask them for hiring.
Yeah, again, like maybe call them outside, not when actual kids are there. But as I was explaining. I specialize in all sorts of different photography. When I see somebody who has potential, I invite them to my flat so I can take photographs. And, you know, I have a unique talent for seeing what somebody looks like underneath their clothing.
You just envision them?
Right. This gentleman...
it's like a sixth sense.
At the LA Fit Expo, I was telling him that I could visualize what he looks like underneath his trousers. And he was getting... I don't know, he seemed... quite weirded out. I don't know why.
Wonder why.
I don't know.
It's kind of weird. I feel like it's a normal thing to envision.
Right. I'm trying to help him find his true potential. But yeah, so that's basically what the character is going to be. And I keep thinking of all these new ideas and new things. And every time I look at myself in the mirror, just envisioning people's reaction to seeing, to hearing all these things. Like today I was at the gym earlier training and I just kept looking at myself in the mirror and I just can't stop laughing. And people at the gym were probably thinking like, I'm on drugs or something. Like, why is this guy just laughing out loud for no reason while he's working out?
I think you're schizophrenic or something. Like talking to yourself.
No, for real.
They probably thought you lost your mind. Like, damn, what happened to this YouTuber, bro? He lost his mind, shaved his beard, talking to himself. People that recognize you.
No, for real. This one guy kept staring at me today at the gym, and so eventually I just like looked back and he like walked the other direction, like just.
Bro, he probably like knows who you are and is like, what the fuck happened?
You think so?
Maybe. Like, why not? You go there even if he doesn't know you're a YouTuber, like you go there every day.
This isn't the normal gym I go to though, so that.
Oh, okay.
Keep that in mind too. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna keep the mustache for a while just to keep doing this character. And the thing about the mustache, okay, it looks terrible compared to the beard, but I actually prefer this look over like clean shaved because hear me out. Losing the beard, that obviously takes away like 50% of my aura, right? Like I'm just, what is this indica or sativa?
Sativa.
Okay, because it's fucking hitting me right now.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'll put it on in a second.
All right, so.
We need a fan in here, bro.
For real. Oh, by the way, the other day we tried to...
I keep meaning to get one.
The other day we tried to film this episode of the podcast. We had D-Bob here. I wish we had a better episode. First of all, both D-Bob and I were exhausted. I don't know how you were feeling, but we were just like exhausted after the weekend. D-Bob went out and did his degeneracy after and didn't sleep too on top of it. I don't know how he had the energy after the expo. Yeah, but then, so we were both exhausted, and then all this shit started happening. They started doing like an apartment inspection in the middle of the podcast, And then these fucking workers out here, they were so loud we had to shut the door. And then you hotboxing it with the weed, I just started getting lightheaded. So
I was getting lightheaded too from all the smoke.
yeah, so it sucks.
Anybody would. Even D-Bob smokes weed and cigarettes, and he was getting lightheaded.
It just sucks we couldn't do the episode with D-Bob. I can't wait till D-Bob's out here.
You saw he got stuck in Vegas for 24 hours?
I mean, yeah, I was getting alerts on my phone because I'm the one who booked the flight.
Oh, yeah.
But they gave him a free hotel and
Oh, did they?
free meals and shit. So
Oh, nice.
yeah,
Just enough time for him to gamble all his money.
it happened.
He did. In Vegas, he lost more.
But see, with D-Bob out here, just such a different vibe. Like,
Yeah.
I can't wait till he's out here full time.
I know, me too.
He gets so into the, like, more into the videos than I do.
Yeah.
Like, it's just so much better for morale. And he's such an entertaining character, too, like, when we do vlogs and shit.
Yeah.
But, yeah, as far as the beard goes, so shaving the beard, I lose, like, 50% of my aura. But the thing is, like, fully clean shaven, that's, like, the most terrifying look for me because I just look, without the physique, I would just look normal. Like, plain.
Yeah.
Like a bagel, like nothing. Whereas with the mustache, even though it looks absolutely terrible, like I laugh at myself every time I look in the mirror. When people look at me though, they still have that thought of, I don't know, like if they don't know who I am, I don't know who this is, but there's like no way he just works a regular 9-to-5 job. Like this is somebody.
Yeah, like you can't have a normal 9-to-5 job when you look like that. Imagine working at Taco Bell and just taking orders looking like that.
Unless you're a child photographer.
Yeah. Well, maybe that's what you do full time.
No, but like it's something at least. That's why.
Yeah, I've always wondered what I look like with just a mustache. I'm sure I'll figure out one day.
I don't know. I feel like you could pull off like the Triple H.
What is that?
It's like just this bottom part of the beard missing. But like
man.
it goes up like that, and
I don't know.
I don't know.
This is my best part though. That's like the thickest part.
I don't know, but looking at you now, I feel like it would actually be a badass look.
I'm sure I'll try it when I go to shave my beard. Might as well see what it looks like. It's not going to be for a while.
And you see this right
count
now,
on it.
this stubble?
Yeah.
I shaved this morning.
Really?
Yeah. So the silver lining with the beard is I know it grows back super fast. After last year, I found out, so I'm not as
I'm really curious how fast
Worried
my beard will
about-
grow. I'm terrified to shave it, bro.
shaving it.
It's so scary.
And although I do miss my beard right now, again, I don't know, this look is kind of fun to rock for a little
Yeah.
bit, but obviously not for too long. Like, obviously this would not be a permanent look. Like, I'm aware.
Can't do other videos.
Yeah,
You can only do
and I'm
so.
aware it looks terrible. So last year when I shaved for the first time, when I called you, immediately you were like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But then some of my friends who I FaceTimed, they were like, oh, you look so much better now. Like,
Shaved.
yeah. And it's like, that's how you know who's not a real friend. Like, no real friend should lie like that.
Yeah, for real. I feel like any man, like if you can grow a beard, you probably look better with a beard. For the most part, unless you have some insane fucking jawline, you might look better with no beard. But most people don't have an insane jawline, and you probably look better with a beard if you can grow a beard.
Yeah,
If not, then I just truly feel bad.
A lot of people ask, how does it feel having no hair? Like I'm missing an arm or something. Like it feels fine. As a matter of fact, like obviously with the Vladimir character, now I kind of have to be bald. Like I could have gotten a transplant if I wanted to. I don't want one. Like I like being bald. But if I couldn't grow a beard, bro, that would fucking suck.
And you know what? I actually feel for people that can't grow a beard because let me say this. I didn't think I'd be able to grow a beard until I was about 25. I always just had a little bit of stubble. And then one day I was like, fuck it. And I just stopped shaving. I let it grow for like half a year. So a lot of people, if you don't think you can grow a beard and you're like 25 to 30 and you get a little bit, just grow that shit out, bro. Give it like literally 6 months at least before you even start trimming it. And you never know. You might be able to grow a beard. It just has to fill out.
And the thing is, do you know about minoxidil?
No. I think you told me about it, but...
It's basically Rogaine, what people use for their hair.
And it
with their
actually
balding.
works?
It actually works for the beard. I've seen people who grow like a pathetic, like little patches, and then they grow a full beard after using that.
Damn.
So, I mean, there's really no excuse. Like, you should, if you can't grow a beard, use minoxidil.
I've always used beard products like beard oil, but that doesn't really make you grow hair. It just makes you, it takes care of your hair and makes it look better, I guess.
I mean, obviously not like a homeless beard, but if you maintain it well, most men look night and day better with a beard, for sure.
Yeah. Some advice for you guys.
And yeah, so for right now, that's everything. Next podcast, we're really going to go over kind of how the expo went, but I don't want to give any spoilers away like at all before I post my video. So just stay tuned for that on Monday. Weighing People Part 10, the big Part 10. And to end this off, at the end of every episode, like we said, we read all super things, $5 and up. And this week we got a total of 3.
Let's go, baby.
Down from last week's 4, but
It's not bad though. Three's in the higher range.
also you got to keep in mind that last week's podcast was not about Wes Watson, so it did not perform as well as the one beforehand. But this one will have Big Boy in the title, so it should perform at least as good as the Wes Watson ones. So there's no excuse not to hit a PR in the next one.
Let's go.
Yeah, like anything you guys want to leave hate, please. We're waiting for it.
Any question you want to ask?
Speaking of hate, that just reminded, Big Boy said in his YouTube video that not a single hater in sight.
Yeah, for real. That was literally his title.
Yeah.
Like, bro. And I mean, I'm not a hater, I guess. I'm just some motherfucker trying to fight him.
I'm not either.
Yeah.
So they didn't let Kenny KO go up to him either.
They didn't?
They didn't. So I don't know if he considers Kenny and I haters. I mean, we're like I said, I don't have beef with anybody from these Expo videos. It's nothing personal. It's just content. But are you technically a hater for calling him out to a boxing match?
I don't think so. I mean, I don't know. I guess I'm talking shit about his fighting skills, but is that considered a hater? Like, I'm not hating on what he's doing or who he is. Yeah,
but you did pull up, like, looking...
I mean, he is like a fake Mexican. So I don't know. Maybe I am a hater.
Yeah, why does he pretend to be Mexican?
I don't know.
I
have no idea. It's so funny, though.
I was just thinking, like, because Mexicans, this is a different discussion for a different video, but they do not give good reactions for pranks.
Yeah.
They're usually the worst for reactions. And I was just thinking to myself, why is Big Boy so entertaining? And then it comes out that he's not actually Hispanic. And like, oh, okay. It makes sense now. And last thing, Big Joe. So I had this stupid idea to ask Big Joe his height and weight. That's the only reason I even showed up to the Strength Cartel booth. And then he wasn't there, so I'm like, okay. Like, I don't want to do the same exact scene again, asking Big Boy's height and weight again. It kind of makes no sense, but I mean, I guess, why not? Like,
in the disguise?
I'm already here. Yeah, see if he believes in disguise, but, you know, he didn't. And he had security escort me out. Didn't want to talk to me, dog. Didn't want to be disrespected again, dog.
He's not at the doctor's office, dog. Not today. Imagine you could catch him at the doctor's office. Like, you somehow find out if he ever goes to the doctor and asks for his height and weight there, because he can't say he's not at the doctor's office.
That would be insane. No, but I don't know why I just thought of that stupid idea and be like, you know, Joe, nobody ever asks how Big Joe's doing. But I care about you, Joe. What are you tipping the scales at these days? Get the fuck out of here.
Who the fuck are you, dog?
I can just picture how that would have went.
Who the fuck is this, dog?
Who the fuck are you? So yeah, back to the super things. Sunny the Dog says, I had a question about your CEO firing Walmart workers prank. I did not see any reveal on that video. Did you tell them that it was a prank? If so, what was their reaction? Will you ever upload the raw reveal videos? If not, then did any of them really go home for the day thinking they were fired? And in general, what are your thoughts on reveals? I don't see you reveal often, except for the Craigslist bodyguard videos. P.S. Love both your and Tanner's content. Keep churning awesome bangers. So we've talked about reveals and why we don't often do them. But in that specific video, I did actually reveal all of the reactions that actually believed it, because, you know, that would have been kind of fucked up if they thought they were actually fired and they just went home. So I did tell them it's a joke. And it was how you'd imagine it would be. It was pretty fucking awkward, but you know, once I kept laughing obnoxiously myself over and over, some of them kind of forced to laugh, and I could have chopped it up in a way to make it seem, you know, kind of wholesome. And I thought about putting the reveals in the video because I actually did them for once and people like seeing them for some reason. But I just remembered this the other day. You know what my actual reason for not putting them in the video was? That I revealed as Eric. And this is the Chronicles of Creepy Cut Campbell.
Oh, really?
So it wouldn't have fit the whole narrative of, that's how like psychopathic I was back then about like making
details.
Everything make sense. Yeah,
so, you were. I mean, you still are, but back then it was like every little detail. Now I think you realize a lot of people don't really understand sometimes, but don't appreciate it, the details.
Oh, for sure. But if somebody was watching that series and like following along, like it's more for those people. Obviously, most people have the TikTok brain and are like, what is this? What is that? But that series was more for the people like following everything along religiously. So yeah, it was super fucking awkward doing reveals like it always is. I mean, I don't know what people imagine is going to happen when you reveal. Because even if you watch like Big Doss and That Was Epic and the people that do the wholesome stuff, reveals are still, most of the time, pretty fucking awkward. Like a lot of the times, like I'll watch a That Was Epic video giving away a MacBook or some shit. And it's like, it's a fun scene. It would be so nice if the person just got the MacBook and was thinking that some crazy person just gave it to them and they never see him again. But then when they come back and they're like, oh, by the way, we're filming a video, it's like,
it makes it awkward. Yeah, I feel like there's a time and a place for reveals, and usually, especially for what we do, especially, it just makes the situation worse.
Like usually people get more mad after the reveal than they ever would be beforehand. And if they are already mad, like what do people think is going to happen?
I will say the way Ross does it, I don't really know why he does the reveals because he never uses it. I guess because he's so well known around there, so he doesn't want people to not want to be on the video or whatever. But he literally has somebody go out with a clipboard, and it's Rob, and he just does it so good. He's so good at talking to people. So I feel like if we were to do it, we would have to have like D-Bob.
Yeah, you told me that the other day, and that's what we're gonna do when D-Bob's out here. He's gonna be the reveal guy. Yeah. On top of cameraman, on top of PA. Sorry, D-Bob. You're going to be the reveal guy, too. I'm already long gone, waiting in the car. And then he goes up, puts the camera down. Hey, by the way, we're just filming a funny video. Yeah. And D-Bob's the type of person to sweet talk them and, make them at least chill for the moment.
Yeah. We do reveal it sometimes, like the Craigslist bodyguard ones.
Well, you are paying them for that. But they also do way more. They're like the main character of the video. It just makes more sense in that situation.
It's more content for that type of video.
Yeah, but legit.
It's usually a good reveal.
But legit, again, like back to that massage prank we did. That guy who didn't speak English, who was here, who ran away, called the cops. He comes back with the cops. Imagine while the cops are here helping him pack up. I'm like, oh, by the way, everybody, it's just a prank. Massage guy would be like, huh? And that just opens up a whole new can of worms with the cops asking a whole bunch of new questions, and it's just unnecessary. Like, why? And like, nothing good will come out of it. I mean, it goes without saying, but in that situation, the guy got paid and he got tipped on the app. Yeah. I don't know why I'm supposed to like show that in the video, but yeah. So will you ever upload the raw reveal videos? That is wild. That is a wild question. Like, can you imagine a video of just reveals?
That'd be super cringe.
First of all, that video doesn't exist because we don't reveal that often, but if it did, yeah, that would... You think pranks are cringe? Reveals are like next level cringe. I remember I did a spoiled rich kid video with Cassidy in Texas. Like the one time we actually did it. For some reason, people think that Cassidy and I filmed like hundreds of videos together, but we literally filmed like 3-4 videos total.
Really?
In the years we knew each other, yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a little more than that.
Nah, like it's that, I forgot what the term is, when people remember something way differently than it actually happened. But the one time we actually filmed spoiled rich kid video, he was just being a dick to the waiter at the restaurant for like half an hour. Then at the end, he's like, I'm just joking, by the way, and I'm gonna pay you $300, which was pretty cool of him because it was my video. He didn't. Yeah. There was like, I should have been the one tipping if anything, but the waiter was just like, so what is this? Okay, I get, like, why? Like, it was just so awkward. Like, I would have rather just left the tip and left. Yeah. Like, here you go, you peasant. Here's $300. Yeah, for real. Let him think, like, whatever he thinks.
That would have been funnier, probably. Most of the time, your reveal is super awkward.
Yeah, especially with the shit we do. And if it's awkward watching, like, a wholesome, that was epic video, imagine how awkward it would be.
Yeah, when they're already, like, pissed off.
Yeah, again, people get more mad at knowing they're being filmed than they are about like any potential prank. That's why I started the creep character to begin with. Yeah. Because I realized people get more mad at the camera. So like, make the camera the prank. Yeah. All right. Host of Mahogi IF4HB says, shout out to my 2 favorite gays.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate the super chat.
Hell yeah. Like we said, we read all super chats.
That was the first kind of hate one, I guess.
I don't know.
More so just fucking with it.
Nah, it's more like locker room talk, I feel like. Yeah. I don't think that's a real hater.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for some real hate. Come on, guys.
For real. A real hater. We're scared to super chat.
And then the final super chat comes from MMA guru Simon Feck once again, and this is $100 super thanks.
God damn.
Shout out MMA guru Simon Feck.
Holy shit.
I dare you to have me as your camera guy. I'm your guy. All right, so we appreciate the super things, first and foremost. Thank you for being a supporter. We got your message that you sent Tanner.
On Instagram. We figured we would respond to you publicly.
Yeah, if I'm being honest, it doesn't seem like it would be a good fit for a couple of reasons. Mainly due to living in Florida, we would need somebody who's local out here. We are also having D-Bob, who's gonna
move out here permanently.
Yeah, pretty much.
We've already been dealing with me flying back and forth. We can't. That shit's pain in the ass.
It is.
And you would get sick of it, even if you don't think you would. It gets exhausting flying that much.
I mean, not to mention, you have other things going on from what it seemed like, and this is like a full-time thing. It's not like just when it would be fun and convenient. But hey, I appreciate the super thanks. Thank you so much for the support. I see in my comments as well,
Yeah, man. Appreciate you as a viewer. Appreciate the super chat. And I mean, who knows, if we're ever in the same state and we need an extra guy and it happens, I'm sure we can make it happen for a day. But
yeah,
we'll see if that happens.
All right, so that is pretty much it for this episode. Just wanted to do a quick one, mainly to explain that the big boy call out is serious. Mm-hmm. We're trying to make this happen. Let's make it fucking happen. I want to be the Paul Heyman so bad already.
Bro, that would be so fun. That'd be the best day of my life. Let's make it happen.
And next week's episode will be after the Wing People Part 10. So there will be some stuff to talk about there. And until next time, we're out of here.